So my loves, what if I were to tell you that there is a cheat code in life that not many humans understand or know even exist? And once I understood said cheat code, my life literally changed. You are literally programmed to win. And once you understand how the body, mind, spirit work together and understand your human biology, you will understand how to unlock your greatest timeline. Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea Johnson. I am your mystical muse, your manifestation mind. Let's get to the video. So we are going to be diving into the human energetic system today, specifically the chakras, also pronounced chakras. The chakras are literally the cheat code to understanding your life. These things create your reality. You can literally unlock your highest timeline if you understand how your body, mind, and spirit all work together and work for you. Because this vessel was designed to be perfect. You are perfect. You are designed to win. Let's go into what exactly a chakra is. So I want you to think of your human body like a house. It's your temple, correct? For your soul. It's where you are residing in this earthly physical realm. And I want you to think of this house. It has 7 rooms. And each of these rooms has a different vibe, a different theme in that room. And if one room gets messy, it affects the whole house. I want you to think of these rooms as your chakras. What a chakra is, a energy center, a vortex. Literally in Sanskrit, it means wheels that basically stream in the energy that is you, your soul, tying it to this body and distributing it, the life force, we'll say source, your soul, whatever you want to call it. It's distributing your energy through this physical vessel. It is how you are able to be here. You cannot see these chakras on an X-ray, a CAT scan. They're not visible to the human eye because they are energetic. And I know that's where a lot of people find it hard to believe. But when you work with energy, when you expand your consciousness, you meditate, you raise your vibration, essentially, you do psychic work, psychic development, you work on yourself, you will actually start to feel the chakras. If you have done reiki or anything like that, you can feel where they're located at. They are all located in the center of the body, sitting along the spine, kind of in front of it. So they're literally in the core of your body. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to be covering the 7 main energy centers or chakras that the human body has, but literally you have hundreds of them. Each of these little vortexes represent a certain dimension. And I don't think that this is widely taught, but it's something that I came to know in a spiritual experience, a download that I received. Each of your chakras literally are tied to another energetic dimension. And each of the chakras spin a certain frequency or hertz in your body. Your soul is like a song of the universe because literally each chakra is streaming in different frequencies and they're mixing together, making your specific sound, your unique sound, which we call your soul. This is how you are a unique blueprint song of the universe, and all of us together make up the orchestra of the universe. And just like an orchestra, guys, or a song, if there is a note that is off, it's going to throw the whole song off. It is just not going to sound right. This is what happens when our energy gets thrown off. When a chakra becomes what we want to say blocked, is a terminology that a lot of people like to use. When something doesn't feel right, or when disease manifests, that means something in our energetic system is out of key or out of note, right? And all we have to do is just bring ourselves back into alignment, orchestrate ourselves back together, and get into harmony again. Harmony, the song that is you. Dependent upon which note is off or which chakra is off, is going to determine what is going on in your life, what you're thinking, what you're feeling emotionally, because emotions are energy in motion. So they also tie in to the certain frequencies of your chakras. Certain life events tie into specific chakras because it's all dependent upon frequency. Your frequency, your notes, the songs manifest specific life situations or things that are very, I want to say human, but they have everything to do with a human existence and a spiritual one as well too. This is what creates the human experience, is because you are a spiritual being having a human experience, meaning you are spiritual, but you have a body as well too. So this is why you have human chakras that are more tied into the lower physical plane, but you also have spiritual chakras that are tied into the higher dimensions of the unseen realms. Just like being tied into the different dimensions of the universe, they're tied into different dimensions of your life. So different aspects of what it means to be human and a spiritual being. So certain chakras are tied into family, they're tied into creativity, they're tied into your romantic partners, they're tied into the relationship that you have with yourself and your soul purpose, they're tied into confidence, willpower, communication, your sixth sense, and then universal downloads as well too. So it's more of the spiritual, and also love. Those are the main dimensions that your chakras are tied into. So those things basically cover most of what a human existence entails. And I say that, but the frequencies. So dependent upon what is going on in your life is directly tied into your energy. What is manifesting physically in this world is manifesting on the inside. Okay, this is where the chakras create your reality. Your energy creates your reality. Literally, guys, it does. Consciousness is truly the only thing to exist. It's what you truly are behind the emotions and the energy, but it's your consciousness that's dictating the show. The thoughts that you are thinking, or that you think that you are thinking, but you're reading just the energy in the body, it's literally manifesting your life on the outside. Your consciousness combined with atoms and electrons energy is creating the physical plane. So therefore, the energy on the inside, because everything starts on the inside, depending upon what that is, will be what manifests physically in your reality, is what I'm trying to say. If we can get what's on the inside to get into alignment, right, to get the chakras back into balance, to unblock whatever it is that needs to be unblocked within a chakra, then will you make a movement in life and physically create the reality that you wish to see. The things that you want in life will pop up in the video game, right? They will finally break through the unseen realm into the physical world, because that's literally how it happens. You don't go anywhere, and time is an illusion. It literally is an alignment of frequency. And it all starts with your mind being in alignment with the emotions, the body, mind, soul connection. So when I talk about being blocked, guys, let's go into that before we dive into the 7 energy centers and talk about what exactly they are. What I mean when I say blocked is you could be feeling tired. You could be feeling that no matter what you do in life, you're not making any movement. You could be stuck, literally blocked. You could have disease manifesting in your physical body. That is a sign that something is off energetically or chemically. Same thing. You could be feeling angry, low emotions. You could be having trouble with relationships, manifesting love, achieving your goals, not knowing your soul purpose, feeling confused in life, all the things that make you feel lower vibe or that don't feel good in your life. We say that that's a block. Not necessarily are you truly blocked though. It's only in your mind that keeps you separated from the alignment or the perfection or the idea that something is wrong, that keeps you from manifesting the life that you want, that keeps you from perfect health, that keeps you from flowing through life the way that you desire. When we are in alignment, we feel good. We feel like things just move, that things are just happening for us. We get downloads. We have higher wisdom. We are in a good mood. We feel love. We see love in our entire life reflected back to us. We feel we could give because we are overflowing with energy, so therefore we are able to give and receive love freely. That's what it means to be in alignment with your soul, your authentic nature. You are able to be you freely and unapologetically. And your body, mind, and spirit is thriving. Your nervous system is on point. Everything is happening for you. That's what it means to be in alignment. Let's dive into each of the 7 chakras and what exactly they tie into body, mind, and spirit, so then you can understand how each chakra affects certain physical manifestations in your life or certain human things. So the first chakra is located at the base of the spine, and it is called the root chakra. And what it does is exactly how it sounds. It roots you down into the physical reality. It literally connects you to Mother Earth. It has everything to do with all the physical world here. When you are not grounded, you are not properly in your body, meaning your energy is not pulled into this body fully. It means that you are up in your head, you are anxious, you are projecting your consciousness in the future, thinking about all the bad things that could happen, or you're reliving trauma, meaning you're manifesting your past and bringing it into the reality of the current moment. Being grounded means being present in your body, feeling safe in your body. This is the chakra that most humans struggle with, is because a lot of us do not feel safe in our body. We do not feel safe in our environment, and therefore it is difficult for us to exist in our body, to be present. Presence is your power. So the root chakra is literally what creates your foundation in life. If you don't have a solid foundation, like anything in life, everything else on top of it's going to crumble. This has everything to do with your physical vessel, your family. It gives us community, right? That's tied into what helps us feel safe. We are social creatures, and we need community with others and numbers to help us feel safe. It's just a primal thing with humans. Other things that manifest with the root chakra are your sense of control. So if you're over controlling, it's just going to cause a lot of stress in your life, because ultimately control is an illusion. We literally have nothing that we can really control besides how we think, act, and feel. But in our physical world, we can only do so much. This chakra is tied into your will to surrender. And surrender not meaning like wave the white flag of like, I give up. It's surrender as a giving over. It's a freedom feeling, guys. When you surrender, you're surrendering to a higher power that has your highest interest, that you do not know everything playing out behind the scenes or what you think is best for you in your life. There's a higher wisdom that knows better and that always has your back. When you surrender and just allow this energy to be working for you and understand that no matter what is going on in your external world, that it's all happening for you, right? And you just surrendering to it. It relieves the stress. It relieves resistance and actually just allows what is for you to manifest in your life. It helps you make movement in life. So with this, guys, if something is off in your reality or in your body with the root chakra, it is going to manifest either physically or in your external world, and eventually both. If the process repeats, if the thoughts and the emotions stay on repeat that are causing the out of alignmentness, then eventually disease will manifest from it, because each chakra is spending the energy that is you, your life force, into this body. When it becomes blocked, it's cutting off life force. And with each chakra, it is tied to certain body parts. And when those body parts don't receive energy, they start to develop disease, because they cannot fight off what it needs to be able to thrive. So for example, if you are struggling with something in the family unit, let's say that you and your mother are not getting along, then there will be something off internally with your root chakra. So until that is resolved, will something be off in your physical world and therefore internally. So with your root chakra, that has everything that is tied to your lower bowel movements, your lower joints, and your hips. Any kind of physical disease or manifestation physically in the body has to do with anything in your foundation that I had just talked about. So certain emotions are the need for control, the lack of trust, grudges are held in the root chakra as well too, and fear. I say fear, but It's fear of not trusting and the relationship you have with your physical vessel. Disease is your sign of what is actually going on in the subconscious and can help guide you in your life to fix whatever needs to be fixed. So the next chakra is chakra number 2, which is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is also known as the power chakra, which is pleasure, money, sex. It's all tied into things of power dynamics that we have here in the physical plane. So it's more of a human chakra. This also, it ties into your sexual relationships or, like marriage, your partners. So when things are off in this chakra, physically, what can manifest is kidney problems, bladder issues, reproductive issues. If you're struggling to get pregnant or things like that, it has to do with your sacral chakra. This chakra also has everything to do with creativity. Physically, it creates a child, right? Because the reproductive, and then that's where the womb is located at the woman. So it's right around that area. Also, creativity just in itself of how creative you are, what you want to create here in this physical world. It's what you birth creatively here, right? So if you're not feeling creative, you're not feeling inspired, or you're feeling blocked, like a creative block, it's your sacral chakra. There's something energetically that's draining you from being able to take action physically, or making you feel off, not as a creative being. When we are in alignment with our sacral chakra is when we get in the flow state. It's when things just feel very natural, or just idea after idea, that inspiration, right? The flow state is what we all desire to be in, because it's just life force flowing freely through you. Typically what I find when I have a creative block or something of that nature, it's always fear that's around it. There's always I can't do this, or if I put this out in the world, it's not going to be received, or I'm doing this wrong, this is not good enough. Then it drains my sacral chakra. It takes away from the creativity when I get in my head like that, right? So I just have to get back into alignment with love or my authentic self, and just create and understand that if I am proud of what I create in my life, then therefore it will be reflected back to me. It doesn't matter about anything else. Another dynamic that can happen is if something is off in your relationships, like say your marriage, it can affect your creativity, right? Because your marriage might be draining your energy, and therefore in that chakra, you don't have enough to then pour into your creations of what you would like to manifest in life. And it can also say too, it might be why you're having some issues conceiving is from the marriage or relationship. It might not be an ideal match. You might have to fix maybe some problems in the marriage before then you can be able to conceive, right? And other chakras surrounding that chakra is like I was giving the analogy with the house, right? One room is messy, it affects the entire house. It's also the same with this too. If you're having trouble conceiving, it could be tied to the root chakra of you're not feeling safe in your body. Your environment is not safe enough for your body to be able to create a child, right? You don't have enough energy flowing there. So if there's constriction in one chakra, it's going to affect the flow into the other. It's just up to you to figure out what exactly is constricting that flow. So if you're having trouble having kids, for an example, then that is your sign that your sacral chakra is off. So you have to look at, maybe I'm holding myself back from, and if I start creating, then power will come back to that chakra, and then you'll be able to create a child. Or what is going on in your relationship, or what is going on in your physical world that maybe you don't feel safe, right? You have to look at those things of what physically is going on with me, and what thoughts are causing that physical manifestation of disease. So then I can fix the thoughts and the action around that thoughts, or the habits around that thought, to then power back up my chakra to get energy flowing again. The next chakra, which is up above your sacral chakra, and it is right at the navel, which is your belly button, that is what we call the solar plexus. The solar plexus has everything to do with the relationship with yourself. So your confidence, your willpower, your discipline, what you think of you, right? That is what the solar plexus ties into. A lot of people think that that's, egotistical, but it's not necessarily egotistical unless it's an overactive chakra, which yes, they can become overactive, which meaning there is a lot of energy going there. And that's where you get people who are overly confident and full of themselves type of thing. Rather than if there was energy drained from this chakra, you would have somebody who is not confident, doesn't want to take action towards their goals. They're probably very constricted and in the way that they even hold themselves. Like if you think of a confident person, they sit up straight, they're present. You just feel that energy coming off of them and the way that their body, they carry themselves. Somebody who is not confident, they probably hunch over like this. They probably kind of like, I don't want to say cower down, but their body is almost protecting themselves because they don't feel confident in themselves to be seen, right? Something of that nature. So with this chakra as well, it has everything that ties into the digestive system. It sits right in this core. So that's all of your digestive system right there. So if you have stomach issues, gastric issues, intestinal issues, SIBO, it also ties into the pancreas, so blood sugar issues as well. It is everything to do with the solar plexus. So it's the relationship that you have with yourself. You have to start working on your confidence, your willpower, the self-discipline, the inner strength that you have. You have to start working on those things. Build yourself up. Do things to make you feel confident. Work on you. Even your physical appearance. Start strength training in the gym. Start taking care of what your physical vessel looks like. Build yourself up. Take classes or something. Increase your confidence in something. Things of that nature. When we get to the heart, we're starting to get into more of the spiritual chakras. So the lower three are considered human chakras because they have everything to do with the human existence and more of the physical world. The heart is where we start to get into the spiritual chakras. So the heart is literally the bridge that bridges the three lower, the human, to the three spiritual, the higher. So it literally is the connection point. And this is the chakra of what I call the portal of God or the voice of God. Literally, the physical heart has its own consciousness. It literally does. I've heard it speak to me before on the center of my chest when I had my Kundalini awakening. When the heart center is open and flowing, God will be pouring into your body. Literally, the highest love, the highest frequency, authenticity. Your heart is also connected to your hands because this is how we show love. You're creating with your hands, right? You create love in this world. You show, the only way to show and give love is with your hands, right? You hug somebody, you make something with your hands, right? That's how you bridge in God's love into this world and create. When you're not loving yourself or allowing God to just flow through you, or you've forgotten your authenticity or who you are, essentially. Things physically manifest with the heart, like heart disease, poor circulation, anything to do with the breast tissue. That has everything to do with the heart. The heart is the pump. It's the powerhouse of the body. It's literally what pumps your energy through it. The blood vessels, your life force, the river of life. It's what flows through you. So when this is off, you're not loving yourself. You've forgotten your true nature, right? So you have to focus on self-love, giving you what you need. And sometimes, guys, that self-love is holding boundaries. It's saying no to things that drain your energy. And we were taught as humans, guys, that we are to overgive, that we are to sacrifice ourselves. That is self-abandonment. That is going to directly affect your heart chakra, because if you don't have love to give, you're going to drain yourself. You can only give love when you're overflowing with love from your own cup. And you have to give you love first. You cannot rely on other people to give it to you, because that is not a guarantee, right? You have to be your own source of love, and it's sitting right in the center of your chest. It's God, right in the center of your chest. The heart is literally the magnet. It's magnetizing. It's what makes you magnetic and manifests literally your highest timeline, essentially, is because love is the highest frequency or authenticity. And that is what is tied into this dimension, this chakra, is where God is, wherever it's at in the universe. But it's coming from it right here. I'm going to rephrase that. Your body is dropped into this universe, and it's basically just streaming in what's already all around. Whatever dimension it's in, we just cannot physically see it. The dimensions are like layers on top of layers. There's nowhere to go but just here. It's an illusion that we move around anywhere. Life is like a video game. You're manifesting it around you and pulling things in, and it's popping through the physical plane. You don't go anywhere. Nothing comes to you. You are getting into alignment energetically with it, and then it pops through your reality. The next chakra is your throat chakra. The throat chakra is literally tied into every other chakra because it is sitting on your thyroid. It's tied directly into your thyroid, which is your hormones. Your thyroid directly affects every other chakra. And I forgot to say, each chakra ties into something on the endocrine system, because when you have a certain frequency, it's affecting certain hormones. It's releasing certain hormones in your body, right? You get stressed out over something, cortisol is released. With the throat chakra, it has everything to do with the communication. Are you speaking your truth? Are you able to freely speak and safely do it? You know, are you confident in what you are speaking in? It also has to do with divine will. So soul purpose. And when I say divine will, guys, God's will is your will. That's what I mean by that. So whatever you desire in your life, because desire is the roadmap, it is your key to understanding what your soul came here to do. You desire certain things for a reason. There's always a reason behind everything that you choose in life or that you want to do, because it's guiding you towards a higher purpose, a higher energy, right? Your soul purpose is tied directly into the throat chakra. When you are off on your soul purpose, everything else is off. Some physical manifestations that can happen when you feel off on your purpose or you're not able to freely communicate. All the thyroid issues, throat issues, mouth, teeth, but upper extremities also are tied into the throat, also the heart as well too. But those are some things that can manifest as well. Anything to do with the neck, ears, also tied into this. The next chakra is probably people's favorite, or they're at least the most obsessed with it, which is the third eye, which is the pineal gland right there. That is what is tied directly into the third eye, and it is really what gives you, I don't want to say your psychic abilities, but it's where the pineal gland excretes DMT. We develop that on our own, or the body produces that on its own, and it gives you the spiritual experiences. It expands your consciousness. It is a skill to be worked, guys. To do this, you literally have to meditate. You have to set the intention to grow your skill, your psychic powers, pretty much. All humans have the ability to do this. It's just what comes with being human. There's nothing special about anybody besides the belief that they feel that they are more psychic, which makes them more psychic. And if you believe that you are not, you will not. It's how the mind works, okay? The way that they were brought up, either like some people were brought up in families that already knew this stuff and maybe they were witches or something. So therefore, because they were brought up in that, it's very normal for them to have, you know, spiritual experiences or to believe in energy and all that stuff and manifest and work with the energy very easily because they believe it. They've been brought up around it. Whereas somebody maybe in, I want to call it traditional society, was told that it's woo-woo, it's BS, imaginary friends are, you know, just an overactive imagination. Imagination is part of psychic abilities. It truly is. You're not making anything up. You're just tapping into an unseen realm. So some things that can be off with the pineal gland is if you were feeling lost in life, if you feel like your life has no meaning, feel very confused, probably not really grounded. So a lot of people struggle with anxiety, and this is a symptom of, you know, not being grounded and more your energy up into the upper realms. So this is where you're overactive in your mind, you're projecting your consciousness out, or you're reliving trauma in the past. That's an overactive pineal gland. You have to ground yourself and connect back to the root chakra to then pull your energy down. Some physical manifestations of this, of people who have migraines, have an overactive pineal gland. There's some issues with sight. So if you have like really bad eyesight, you know, it's a physical manifestation of something off. Your sinuses are tied into the third eye. The last chakra that I'm going to talk about is the crown chakra, and that's right on top of here, right on the soft spot of the baby's head. Oh, say the baby's head. If you ever have felt a soft spot on the baby's head, that is where your crown is. Initially, the crown chakra is what ties you to cosmic consciousness, what gives you downloads. So literally what it feels like when you have, you know, a nice open crown, information literally gets dropped right in. It feels like your head just gets slammed with data. It literally drops in. That is where the higher knowledge, higher wisdom comes in, the cosmic consciousness, the Father Spirit. More of like the intuition side is more on the third eye. That is like the calm, like the wisdom that comes through no matter what it's saying. It's just a calmness to it. It's very quiet, and it's just the intuitive knowing that certain things are going to happen. Now there is also another knowing. I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole here, but it is with the heart. So it's a knowing with your heart. When you know something in your heart, meaning 100% know it and feel it. You feel it. It's not just a thought. It's a thought with the feeling. When you know that something's going to happen in the heart, it manifests 100%. You can know something too in your mind 100%, but it doesn't mean that it's going to manifest for you. You can just know something or get information, receive it, but until you feel it, will it really magnetize and manifest here in this physical world. That is the chakra system, guys. So when you can understand your energy, and if you understand whatever physically is off, or the way that you are feeling emotionally, if that is off, and dependent upon what is going on externally in your world, if you can piece together those things, it'll show you a lot in life and what decisions that you need to make to change your reality. So if there's something in your physical world that is throwing you off internally and it's manifesting disease, that is your sign that either you need to change the way that you're thinking, the way that you're feeling, or change something in your external world to then shift the reality. The biggest way in which humans can change the reality is by taking action. It is because if you're changing the physical world, you have to take action of some form. But most of the time, humans cannot take action unless they work on the inside first, meaning their emotions and their thoughts, to then be able to take the action. So that's why everyone says it starts within you, because literally your energy is the thing that's going to manifest first inside of you, the way that you're feeling. Even though it's not seen yet, you will feel a certain way before you see it show up in your world, in your reality. When it is something has already shown up in your reality, it's been internally felt for a long time before it has even physically shown up. And that has to go with disease too. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. It's not like that. There was a lead up to it, and we just don't understand it because most of the time humans are unconscious of their energy until it's too late. I say too late, until something hits you right in the face physically. You're like, oh shit, I don't like that. Then you have to go within and figure out energetically, where am I out of alignment? What doesn't feel good? Meaning, what emotions are not feeling good? And why do I have those emotions? What thoughts are around those emotions, right? That's where disease is your gateway to changing your reality. It's actually there to help you get into alignment, because that is the biggest factor to show you. Your body is literally screaming at you what is out of alignment. And when you can understand that the way you think, act, and feel create your reality, and you have to just change one of those to then shift your timeline, to shift the reality. There are other cheats to help you, spiritual tools to help change your frequency, help you create some movement, but ultimately it has to start with rewiring the mind. Sound healing, the energy healing with the reiki, meditation, breath work, those are tools that can help raise your vibration, to get rid of the lower energies that you don't like in the body, to get rid of those thoughts, but it will only last for a brief second. It's just to help you rewire the mind, to break neuroplasticity pathways, because that's ultimately what is causing this. I'm running out of daylight, guys, so I'm gonna call it quits here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Sat Nam.